Simultaneous equations 3. Okay, in the previous videos we saw that we could either add two equations together or subtract two equations to eliminate one of the variables and make it easier for us to solve. Now let's have a look at this example though. 3x plus 2y equals 8 and x plus y equals 3. Now the problem here is that if we add the two equations together, it's not going to help, and if we subtract, it's not going to help either, because we don't have the same number of y's or the same number of x's. That's the only reason it worked before. So we're going to have to do something different. So what we're going to do is this. The top equation I'm going to keep the same. Now the bottom equation. Now we should have realized before when we were doing equations, if you multiply both sides of an equation by the same number, it doesn't change any of the answers to that. So it's still the same equation basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the bottom equation everything by 2. Okay, so instead of x plus y equals 3, I'm going to get 2x plus 2y equals 6. It's exactly the same equation, it's just twice the size. So all the same solutions that you can have for x plus y equals 3 will be exactly the same as 2x plus 2y equals 6. Why did we do that? Well, now you can see that by timesing the number of y's here by 2, it then becomes the same as the top equation. Okay, so what I can do now, if I now subtract, because we have the same number, the same sign, when the signs are the same you subtract, now it will work because we have 3x minus 2x x, 2y minus 2y is no y's, so they cancel out, and 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay, so by multiplying the second equation by 2, I've turned it into one of the questions we were doing before, so there's kind of like an extra step now. Now once I've worked out that x is 2, of course I still need to go back and work out what y is. So can you see that this is the easiest version to use? We know that x plus y has to be equal to 3, and we now know that x is 2. So I can just do 3 take away 2. So obviously y is 1, isn't it? Okay. So that's basically the next step. So let's have a look at this one. Now what are we going to do here? Have a think. Yeah, well, the easiest thing to do is to keep the top one the same. And multiply the bottom one by 3. Yeah? So we're going to multiply everything on the bottom by 3, because then we'll have 3y's and 3y's here. So we're going to have, but remember to multiply everything by 3. So 4 times 3, that's 12x. We're going to have minus 3y. And 3 times 1. A lot of people forget to times the 1 also. With 1 times 3, it's 3. Now what do we do? Well, we know we've got 3 and 3 here on the y's. That's good. And we have plus and a minus. So when the signs are different, you add them together. That's the rule. So 5x plus 12x, 17x. 3y minus 3y is nothing. And 14 plus 3, 17. So we can see from this that x must be equal to 1. Now go back and choose one of the equations. Okay, I'm going to use the top one actually. But it doesn't matter which one you choose. And we know that x is 1, so actually 5 times 1, this is 5. So I'm going to take the 5 to the other side, so it'll be a minus 5. And 14 minus 5 is 9. So 9 divided by 3 is 3.